The Arcola Theatre is in Dalston, North East London, a walk or a bus ride from Highbury and Islington Tube, or if you're lucky, a trip on the London Overground. This new play, The Painter by Rebecca Lenkiewicz, marks the opening of the theatre's new premises around the corner from where they used to be. The production is directed by the theatre's founder and artistic director Mehmet Ergen. It's a good choice of subject for this former paint factory, which is still in the process of being converted into a venue. The auditorium seemed designed to blend with Ben Stone's simple set, which the audience sit around on 2 levels on 3 sides. The play is about the visionary and, at the time he was alive, controversial painter JMW Turner, a working-class Londoner invited to speak to turn of the 19th century Royal Academy. The role is played by Toby Jones. If you're not familiar with his stage and film credits or his father Freddie Jones's wonderful character work, then you'll be immediately endeared to him still by knowing that he does the voice of Dobby the house elf in the Harry Potter films. Here he is on the front cover of the theatre programme, which includes the script of the play. Thanks to football match traffic and the closure of sections of the Overground, I arrived with moments to spare and without the benefit of a beforehand glance at the programme, so it took me a while to work a few things out. For instance, Turner is assisted in his studio very ably, quite discreetly and deferentially by an old boy who turns out to be his father, beautifully played by Bywater. Turner's mother is also living in the building at the start. Amanda Boxer's performance is by turns very touching and deeply chilling. I don't want to give away the story, but it's only after the interval that it becomes compelling. It takes its time getting there, and I was a bit underwhelmed at the interval. Niamh Cussack plays the next-door neighbour, and this is a lovely performance. She spends much of the play pregnant, and I was confused early on by offstage screams, which I thought was her character giving birth. But this hadn't misled the person sitting next to me, so perhaps I was just being slow. I felt the play would work well on TV, where the setups necessary in the first half could be done with more clarity and less chopping and changing. Turner is essentially a self-centred and unsympathetic character, so the writer and the cast do well to get the audience involved in the rather jumbled up and sometimes inconsequential goings-on. The play's importance for me takes off with the entrance of young mother and prostitute Jenny. Denise Gough is staggeringly good in this wonderful part, really for me the only character in the play to have a coherent story played out on stage. Turner's mother and the widowed neighbour both have their climactic and moving moments in the second half, but much of the most interesting detail of their lives takes place off stage. As the widow Sarah says to Turner, "We keep doing this, missing each other's mark." The difficulty she has getting through to Turner translates into an awkwardness and disjointedness for the audience, no fault of the actors, but a hazard for the playwright choosing an almost autistic central character. Sarah tries to provoke Turner out of his loneliness, but it's deliberately played for tension and embarrassment. On the other hand, breezy Jenny, with her delightful uninhibited talkativeness, gives the play a very welcome fluency and pace which it lacks when she's not on stage. Her last scene is a wonderful demonstration of Denise Gough's terrific versatility and some great writing. It's a play that, like Turner's paintings, focuses on the contrast of darkness and light, violence and beauty. Emma Chapman takes up this exciting challenge and does a sublime job with the lighting that you have to see to fully appreciate. Congratulations to all involved in this production, including an underused Ian Midlane. Turner says a painting is the most beautiful escape you could ever wish for. But for me, an afternoon in this buzzing, daring, creative, new fringe venue came close.